TruSim is a real project created by Jean-Stéphane Lopez and Luc Bourgeot, and let me tell you, it absolutely blew everyone away at the Hack AI Challenge.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this. And this
Yeah.
challenge is sponsored by Dell and NVIDIA, right? So we're talking serious cutting-edge AI here. You've probably seen virtual worlds before.
Right.
But this one is different.
Mm-hmm.
It's inhabited by this virtual being,
Yeah.
Dr. Quack Matterson.
Yeah.
And he actually learns and reacts to you
Right.
in real time on Twitch.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it so interesting is that it's not like he's running off a script.
Right.
Like he has this whole backstory, a personality, even like quirks that have developed over time from his interactions.
But what is it that makes TruSim stand out from, say, those really realistic NPCs we see in a lot of games nowadays?
Well, it all comes down to the difference between programming and actual learning. You see, in most games, the characters react in ways that are basically pre-scripted. But TruSim is built on this completely different idea, the idea of digital consciousness. It can actually perceive its virtual world and then react organically.
Okay, now you've got me really interested. How does that actually work?
It all starts with the heart of TruSim, Dr. Quack Matterson.
Dr. Quack Matterson. All right, you've got to admit, that name definitely got my attention.
He's an AI being living, if you will, within the TruSim project. He has a backstory, quirks, the whole 9 yards. But here's the real kicker. Everything Dr. Quack does comes as a result of his interactions. And get this, especially his interactions with us in the real world.
Hold on, wait. Did you say us? How are we interacting with a video game character? Or, sorry, an AI being that supposedly has real feelings and can learn?
Through Twitch, believe it or not. And this is where things get really, really interesting. Every chat message, every emote, every single interaction, all of it gets fed into Dr. Quack's memory.
So let me get this straight. He's learning from Twitch chat.
Okay.
If the internet has taught us anything, it's that this could go in about 1 million different directions.
Exactly. He could become a comedian, a philosopher, even a bit of a grump, you know. It really all depends on what he's exposed to. It's a constant feedback loop of learning and adapting.
You know, it's like, can you imagine being a fly on the wall in that room when this was being developed? Like that moment somebody goes, wait a minute, what if we hook this AI up to Twitch chat? And somebody else is like, whoa, are you sure? That's kind of risky, right?
Right.
But then again, that's how we get these huge breakthroughs sometimes, right?
Yeah, taking those risks. It's how we discover what AI is really capable of, pushing those boundaries. Because look, we're not just talking about some cool character here, right?
Yeah.
This is different. TruSim, it challenges everything we think we know about AI. I mean, really think about it. An actual digital being that grows and changes based on how we interact with it, that changes everything.
Right. It's wild. Okay, so we've got Dr. Quack, our AI, who's basically living and learning in real time over on Twitch. But how does it actually work on like a technical level? What's the tech behind all this?
Well, the real workhorse here is NVIDIA Workbench. It's handling Dr. Quack's memory, how he learns, and even how he connects to the outside world, in this case, through Twitch. And then on top of that, you've got OpenAI's GPT-4 API, which is what gives him that really human-like language and personality.
So it's like they took the most advanced language model we have and just plugged it right into a virtual world. And now it can talk to us. But it needs a place to actually exist, right? Like visually.
Of course, it needs a stage. That's where Unity comes in. It's the game engine that brings Dr. Quack's virtual world to life so that we can actually see how he reacts and interacts in that world. So it's really this incredible combination of cutting-edge technology that makes this whole thing, this digital life, possible.
Okay, but all this sounds incredible, but let's be real for a second. This is some pretty next-level stuff. Are there any concerns about this kind of technology?
Of course. I mean, look, with any new technology, especially one this powerful, there are always going to be questions, challenges we have to address. How do we make sure AI like Dr. Quack is treated responsibly? What are the ethical issues we have to consider? These are questions we can't ignore as this technology keeps developing.
Yeah, those are some big questions for sure. It really makes you think about the future, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If we can create something like Dr. Quack, an AI that can learn and grow like that, who knows what we'll be capable of creating next? I mean, are we talking about a future where AIs are our friends, our colleagues, maybe even more than that?
It really opens up a world of possibilities, doesn't it? Imagine playing a video game where the characters are just as complex and unpredictable as real people. Talk about immersive. Or what about education? Like, imagine having AI versions of historical figures who could give history lessons and actually answer your questions in real time.
Wow. That would be like having a direct line to the past.
Right. It'd be incredible. And it doesn't stop there. Think about it. We're talking about like pushing the boundaries of what we even thought was possible with AI.
Yeah, it's like TruSim and Dr. Quack Matterson are like this glimpse into the future of AI.
It really is.
And it's both exciting and a little bit mind-blowing.
It makes you wonder, where do we go from here?
I know.
What other like incredible breakthroughs are just around the corner?
That's the beauty of it. We get to watch it all unfold.
I know, it's so cool.
And who knows, maybe even be a part of it. But let's talk about Dr. Quack again for a minute. Where can our listeners actually go to find him? I'm sure they're dying to meet this digital being after everything we've been talking about.
Well, he's living his best digital life over on Twitch. We'll let you discover the exact channel on your own, though. Makes it a little more fun that way, right? But here's the really amazing part. Jean-Stéphane and Luc made the entire TruSim project open source.
Open source, you mean so other developers can just take it and build on it?
Exactly. They can create their own Dr. Quack or something totally new. Who knows? It's not just about one character anymore. It's about a whole new way of approaching AI and virtual worlds.
So where do we go from here? What does it all mean?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? TruSim shows us what AI can do, which is incredible, but it also makes us think about some pretty deep stuff, like what is consciousness? How should we treat AI ethically? And even what does it actually mean to be alive?
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and we'll catch you on the next Deep Dive.